Hello, good morning to all. Today in our podcast section, Wiz Talks, we have a special guest over here, Miss Renisha, who is from UK. So, hi Renisha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm going good too. Okay, so would you like to give a quick introduction to our viewers so that they can get to know you better?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Renisha Rodriguez, just done with my master's in food science at the University of Leeds. And right now, I have come for a short vacation.
So, Renisha, as you know, there are many students over here who will be traveling this year to UK. So, they would be eagerly liking to know, like, how was your experience when you first time landed in UK?
Well, honestly saying, it was a bit of roller coaster at first. Everything felt new, especially the weather, the food, and most importantly, the accent. I still remember the day when I was told to take an order. Like I worked in the restaurant, so I went to a gentleman and he asked me, "Whoa."
Okay.
So I was like, this was my reaction. And then I got to know that it was a bottle of water. So
Okay.
yeah, things are not easy at first. You slowly learn things, but over the time, things become more better and easier.
So next thing that I would like to ask is like about the university and about also the course that you are enrolled in. So would you like to give a quick kind of like information about that?
Yeah, surely. Studies in the UK is completely different from here. It is more of understanding and applying it rather than just memorizing things. And talking about the professors right there, they're really sweet and very supportive. If you have got any queries, you can just mail them or just right after the lecture, you can just go to them and clarify your things. And also the university provides a lot of support, more like the libraries. You can also rent things from the libraries, support for the CVs, small mock tests, everything, and it depends from the university to the universities. And also they have a little different system. It was kind of weird, uncomfortable for me at first. That is, you address your professors with their names,
Okay.
not as sir or ma'am. So yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable at first, but then over the time you actually feel more comfortable and friendly with them.
Okay, so Renisha, when it comes to the accommodation, how a student would be facing, what are the challenges that a student would be facing when it comes to accommodation and how to overcome that challenge?
Most of the students do ask me regarding the accommodation. I would really suggest the students to search for the university accommodation rather than getting into the private accommodation. That is because first of all, regarding the security, it is more secure in the the university accommodation rather than into getting into the private ones. And secondly, the bills, all the bills are included in the university accommodation, whereas in the the private accommodation you have to pay separately sometimes. That is a big hustle. And thirdly, if once you're done with the admission process, once you get the the offer letter from the university, I would really want the students to quickly get into the university website and apply for the university accommodation. That is when you get a cheaper one, and there might be a chance that you get it, because I have seen a lot of students who apply for it but they don't get it because they do it at the last moment.
Okay.
So please do not wait for the last moment. I had applied it before 6 months.
Okay.
So that is why I got the cheaper one of the university accommodation. There are university accommodation, but there are expensive ones as well. So to get a cheaper one, you have to apply it as soon as possible.
I hope the viewers have noted on this point very thoroughly, because as she told you, accommodation, whatever so it is, you have to priorly book it 6 months. That would be a safer side. So yeah, Renisha, as you know, students need to opt for the part-time job for the survival over this. So we would like to know, on behalf of viewers, I would like to know that how were you able to manage the education as well as your work-life balance once you get the part-time job?
Well, a lot of students do ask me regarding the part-times. That is the most asked question. I would suggest the students to prepare and keep ready the CVs before they land there, so that once they land, the next day they can move out and circulate the CVs, walk into the restaurants, cafes. That is how I got the job within 15 days. And then in the evenings, what they can do is they can sit and apply online as well. There are many websites and apps, Indeed, LinkedIn, through which they can apply for the part-times and get the job. It is not easy, yet not that difficult as well. And yes, the restaurants they have walked in, the restaurants and the cafes they have walked in, I would really want them to go again after 5 days and check on them. There are students who call me and ask that, I have gone there, I have gone here, but I have not got the good response. That is because they have gone once, but then they have not gone again.
Okay.
So if you go once, I would want them to check on it again and again. There are high chances of getting a part-time just like that. And then what I used to do is, I used to get up in the morning and make a schedule of what to do in the morning, what to do in the evening, so that there won't be a hustle in your whole day. So you can plan accordingly, and your day would go smoothly like that.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know your valuable insights, Renisha. Okay, please subscribe to our channel, Biz Talks, to know for more details.